He went nuts. That's what he did. We had this big cardboard doghouse thing, and it was next to. See, it started out. It was like his tree, and I was way down at the bottom, and I'd look up and say, "Hey, Bing Bing," or I'm sorry, I'd say, "Hey, Bing Bing, it's time for another cartoon." See, and then we got the doghouse, really big doghouse, and he'd have to hang down from the ceiling and go, "Hey, it's me and the Bing Bing Abobo, time for the cartoon." You know what I'm saying over here and stuff like that, and it wasn't very cool at all. Sorry, damn box keeps slipping on me.
Well, it was a hard time. It was a hard time for me, really, when they changed the name to the Poppy and Bing Bing show. I mean, it was something that I had built up. I had worked on this. I put my whole life, soul, energy into this, And I'm not an angel or anything. I came up from the bottom. I'm a product of the zoos, Product of the system, as they say. Got in a lot of trouble stealing bananas in the 70s, early 70s. I built myself up and became a big name child star, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy for a monkey in this world. One-armed monkey to boot.
Eventually, Bing Bing Abobo just gave up. Stress from the show became too much, so he stopped coming to rehearsals and tapings. He ended up on the street alone and desperate.
Good job. Out of here, you damn monkey.
It was, well, it was kind of like, well, there he goes again. Nobody was really surprised with Bing Bing's behavior back then, It was the 70s. Things were different back then, but he went a little bit out of control, you know what I'm saying? And then just eventually, he'd stop showing up. I think he got into some dried bananas or something like that. I don't know. Don't quote me on that because that's all, rumor, the whole Hollywood rumor mill. But from what I heard, he got into dried bananas, started freebasing, and he got into it pretty bad. Excuse me. I think there was some rumors that he started freebasing before he'd come onto the set.
Somebody should put that thing to sleep.
At least I have you animate crackers. You will never leave me, and you only have 2 grams of fat.
Get a job, you filthy punk.
Oh, my animal crackers. Well, at least he didn't kick me in the head.
It was a low period when I was living out on the street. It was a bad time. I don't remember a lot of it. I seem to have gotten kicked in the head a lot. I don't know. I had my animal crackers and my RC root beer to keep me company, but at the end I didn't have anything. It was a really, really a bad deal, you know what I'm saying?
How did you change yourself around?
I bottomed out, basically. Once you get to that point where they even steal your change cup, there's nowhere to go but up, you know what I'm saying? When I was arrested, I was thinking, I hope they don't shock me. Because I've been shocked too many times, you know what I'm saying? They picked me up. There's a little bit of, maybe there was, I can admit it now. It's okay. I had a problem with dried banana peels. But everything's okay now. Back then it got kind of out of control. Sammy Snake got me into some bad stuff, and he's a nice guy. I'd like to say I consider him a friend. He's got a few problems, but back then it was a different time. You know what I'm saying?
You guys are starting to piss me off with these
Allegations?
no, yes, I'm not allegated of nothing. Yeah, He wasn't. He went nuts, and he actually set fire to the doghouse. And there was flames everywhere. People were running. Sammy the snake, he freaked out. And I think a lot of the problems were attributed to Sammy because, like I said, it was a different time. And Sammy was kind of supplying Bing Bing with the dried bananas. At least that's what I heard. I don't know.
1 minute you're you're experimenting with banana peels, and the next you got a fruit dehydrator in your dressing room. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I'll strike your ass if you don't get back. And he was just difficult to work with. Especially when you find out that you're on the way down, it's even worse. Because first there's this denial thing where he's, treating me like dog poo because he's the star of the show and he's the big star and I'm just nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Sorry, I get a little bit hot under the dog collar when I talk about this.
I had this show called The Dog Hunter, and I didn't. This is hard for me. I'm sorry. I didn't always hate dogs. It wasn't something that just I decided. Hey, I hate dogs. I had this show, and I loved the dogs. I loved them. And I used to do a nature show where I told people about the dogs, and I would wrestle them down. And I'd say, hey, look at the dog, bonus. I got the dog here, right? Oh, look at that. It's a Wiener Schnitzel. Ah! And I take them down, and I show people the Wiener Schnitzel. And one day I made a wrong move, and the dog just ripped my arm right off. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Maybe I've had a breakthrough. Maybe it's not the dogs. Maybe it's me. But either way, they better stay out of my way if I got the big knife. You know what I'm talking about.
Finally, Bing Bing Abobo was rescued from the streets by a kind stranger.
You know how I got back to where I am? I had a lot of hard work and determination, and I had to accept that I needed help from other people, you know what I mean? I took it all on myself, and, I said, hey, I'm a big tough monkey, but, you need people to help you out, and not surround yourself with crummy dog actors like that Poppy the Puppy bastard. Can you put that on cut that out? I don't want the...
My fondest memories of the ape is, he's a nice guy. That's all I'm going to say. That's all that I should have to say. I shouldn't have to say anything more. I shouldn't have to prove myself to you people, or the people that hired you, or the people that hired them. I'm a star, okay? I do Shakespeare now.
I don't know what anybody can learn from my experience. It's something you got to kind of go through for yourself. I mean, I came to run out to tell people how to live their lives, you know what I'm saying? You get to take things one banana pie at a time. That's what I'm thinking.
Your questions bore me.
Don't trust dogs is what I'm saying to you people out there. If there's one thing that I've learned, you don't trust a dog. Especially Poppy the Puppy.
Cocksucker. No, he was a male prostitute for a while. I bet you didn't know that. Yeah. No. You owe me $20. Actually, he owes me about $1,500 for that fucking doghouse that he burned down. You know what I'm saying?